ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the final of the three-part series that is called Financial Thermostat. My name is TJ and I'm from Financial Motivation. Today, I have the transformational diva, Tamara Makabanga.
Hi everyone, Tamara Makabanga over here, also known as the Transformation Diva. I am an entrepreneur, content creator, and the founder of a marketing agency called Unlearn Creatives. So today, TJ and I will be discussing some of the steps that you can take in order to increase your financial thermostat. And remember that this video is part of a three-part video series. So if you have not yet done so, go check out videos 1 and 2, and then you can continue watching this.
The biggest favor that you can do for yourself, or the biggest thing that you have to do, number one, is to unlearn the old, the tired, and the boring beliefs that you grew up with. You grew up wearing blue, yes, because you love blue, but try some other things that can push you to get out of your comfort zone. This is what we are talking about. So the first thing is to unlearn those things that have been fed into your head by different entities, by different people. What do? It's not easy, but you start small and you start developing, becoming better and better and better. If your level was 10, you have to push it up to 15. You can become better. So aim higher and unlearn the old, boring and tired beliefs.
That is so true, TJ. And now also good places to start is to become fully aware of your financial thermostat, as well as your current financial situation. I remember the first time that I found out about a financial thermostat. It's actually only a couple of months ago. I was completely confused about it all. I was like, does this actually apply to me? And so for the past 3 years, basically since 2017, I've been trying to run my own business, trying to get it all started up. However, every time I hit just sort of a roadblock in that journey, I would go and get a normal job, to pay for the bills. So I'd realized, after finding out about the financial thermostat, that all of the 3 jobs that I had since 2017, completely different jobs, completely different companies, completely different skill sets required. However, I was being paid the same amount of money, or around about the same amount of money. And I was almost in denial about it all when I found out about the financial thermostat, that I even had to go look at some of my past bank statements, because the last job I had was only a couple of months prior to that. And I looked at my bank statement, that the truth was I couldn't deny it anymore, and I knew that now that I know, there's something that I'm able to do about it. So that first step is always to become completely aware of your financial situation. Look back, reflect back on your past few years. Has there been any sort of growth? Do you recognize, like me, that there is sort of a comfort level of wealth that you are comfortable with? And that's always the first step, just being honest with yourself, taking a good thorough reflection, and therefore you'll be able to move forward with better knowledge.
It's all about you. It's all about you. You gotta take responsibility. I didn't win the race. The other guy was this. No, it's all about you. Take responsibility. For example, I hear so many people complain and say, you know what, my company doesn't pay. Well, guess what? Let me tell you this. At the same company that you are, there is a person who is paid better than you. So why can you complain and say that my company doesn't pay good? The answer is, it's all about you. Take an effort to improve the person that you are, the man, the lady, the boy, the girl that you are. And definitely, you're going to get out of the comfort zone and you're going to be in a better position. It's all about you. Take responsibility.
And another thing that you have to recognize is your energy as well. So everyone has this energy about them, everyone has this aura. That's why when you can meet someone for the first time, not feeling them, or in this. So that energy and that aura, it's something that everybody has, and it impacts whether or not someone likes you, even though they don't know anything about you. And it also impacts how much someone else thinks you are worth. So I remember for the first client I got for my marketing agency, so someone list me up on LinkedIn, hey, I like the content that you're creating for your LinkedIn profile. Could you please help my company with some marketing? And like, so they gave me like what everything they need, and they're like, hey, so this is the budget that we have. And can you guess how much that budget was set at? Yep. It was exact the amount of money that I was being paid the previous years. This person has no clue who I am, and yet they could tell what my energy was worth. So it is so important for you to increase your energy frequency. You need to, build your confidence level. You need to completely let go of all of those negative, those subconscious negative vibes, for lack of a better term. And as soon as you let go, you'll find that your subconscious thoughts and habits, as well as your conscious thoughts and decisions, are finally aligned.
Definitely, Tamara. The moment that you're able to put energy in everything that you do, everything becomes better. Now, when you have got this energy, it's the time for you to commit to financial success. Money, wealth is not bad. Commit to it. And if you have enough of it, you're going to be able to make decisions that not only sustain you, but also sustain the next generations to come. What is your purpose? Your purpose is not for the money. We don't want the money for the sake that it is money, but we want the wealth for the sake of what it gives us into the future. So right now, take an action. What are you going to do? Are you going to start saving? Well, the message is commit to your financial success.
And another thing that you have to do is to recognize some of the thoughts and ideas that continue to hold you back. So remember in the previous video, TJ and I explained some of the causes of having a low financial thermostat, or having that cap on your financial thermostat. So you need to start and reflect on those and try and see, okay, what has caused your financial thermostat, and what ideas do you still have about wealth or wealthy people that continue to hold you back. I remember a couple of months ago, I accompanied my husband to go meet an old friend of his, and we got to the house and it was absolutely gorgeous. Like, I was honestly in awe, like, with everything that I was seeing there. And I remember asking him, like, dude, what do you do for a living? Like, how is any of this possible? And like, he was evading my question the whole time. So I asked my husband, like, later on, hey dude, what the hell does your friend do? And honestly, I was waiting to hear that he sells cocaine for a living, or he's got some strip joint or something creepy like that. And like, my husband, like, no, he's got his own business. Like, he runs a franchise of a retail store. Normal guy doing normal things, and his house looks absolutely amazing. So like, I still had the idea that wealthy people can only be criminals, and that was holding my wealth back. So you need to, like, let's say for instance, another example I can give, let's say for instance, like, your mom or your dad said that you'd never be successful for whatever reason. You have to, understand, first of all, that they were coming from their perspective and their thoughts and their ideas, and it has absolutely nothing to do with who you are and what you are capable of. Every human being is born with the potential to become successful. You need to understand that, and that you need to find people that, are successful in a career path that you want to, be successful in. So recognize what caused your low financial thermostat, or that cap on your financial thermostat. You need to understand, some of the thoughts and ideas that continue to hold you back. And then finally, you need to find real world examples of real people doing exactly what you're doing and are successful in it, and then pretty much emulate their behavior.
Yes, Tamara, the moment that you see what's holding you back, you have got to start to cut it out. And I'm going to talk about the people that are around you. You have to associate with positive people, with people who have got a mindset for development. If you remember, we said that Nelson Mandela once said that Ubuntu, the concept, the profound concept of your development that is supported by the other people around you. So who is around you? Your net worth is your network, isn't it? They say so. So you have to be with people who are grateful for life. You have to be with people that know how to get extra streams of income in an integral way. It's very, very important, because the people that surround you determine your net worth.
Oh, that is so true, TJ, especially on that being grateful part. In any case, like the last thing that I want to say from my side is that you need to take a step forward immediately. So I remember that client I was telling you about that, recognized my energy. So I went back to them after finding out about my financial thermostat and analyzing my financial thermostat. I went back to them and said, hey, I don't know, I know that you said you only have a budget for this amount of money, but I want to do this and this for your company, so can you please double the amount you're paying me? Now honestly he counter negotiated, but he offered me 60% of the amount that I wanted, and hey, I was happy with that, because at least it's a step forward to where I was just a couple of days ago. So yeah, I do think that you have to take an immediate step forward. So hey, even if you've got a normal job, go sit down with your boss on Monday, say, hey boss, look, this is what I've been doing for the company, this is what I've helped you accomplish, so can we please discuss a salary increase, even if it's not for next month, but within the next 6 months. Can we please have a minute to sit down and process how my salary will increase within the next couple of months. If you've got your own business, you can increase your prices by 50 rand, 100 rand, 1,000 rand. Do not be afraid to lose clients. A lot of people stick with the same amount of money because they're so afraid to lose clients or the current clients that they have. No, boo. It's all about your growth. Think about your growth before you think about your clients. If your service or your product is really good, people will always pay more for it. So don't be afraid to take that step forward right now. So after watching this video, analyze what caused your low financial thermostat, recognize some of the things that are holding you back and causing that cap on your financial thermostat, and finally do something about your prices immediately. Do something about your salary immediately, right now.
If you remember, on the second point or on the third point, we talked about it's all about you. So how do we elevate that financial thermostat? You have to work on yourself. Now, is it an education as far as expertise is concerned? Is it an education as far as your communication skills are concerned? And how you represent yourself to other people is very important. You have to learn new skills. Learn how to use Excel. Learn how to use the camera. Learn how to use social media so that it can benefit your business. So there are so many things that you can do. You can take an advantage of the internet these days. You can take advantage of the webinars. You can take advantage of the seminars to get enough knowledge so that at least as you go forward, you start to set higher goals and higher achievable targets so that your financial net worth or your financial thermostat starts to go up each and every time. So work on yourself, educate yourself, and become better in practical things.
And that brings us to the end of our 3-part mini video series. I so hope that you guys enjoyed watching that. So just a quick recap. In the first video, we discussed, what is a financial thermostat. In the second video, we went through some of the causes of a low financial thermostat or the cap on your financial thermostat. And then in this video, we discussed, what you can do in order to increase your financial thermostat. So just a quick recap on that as well. Recognize the fact that you do have a financial thermostat. Understand some of the limiting beliefs that you have right now that they continue to hold you back, and let go of those. You also have to start learning new skills and educating yourself. So remember, you can't just let go of the negative. You have to let go of the negative and replace it with the positive. You can start a gratitude journal, and it's so important for you to start right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video series as much as we enjoyed creating it for you. If you have any questions or comments, please send them through to us. TJ and I will be happy to respond to the best of our knowledge. Cheers.
So we have defined and we have talked about what a financial thermostat is. This is the comfort zone. This has been determined by so many different factors in your life, and it tells you that each and every time you have to have this money, but it can be changed. And we also talked about what causes this financial thermostat. That's the background that you have, the people that you have, the economy, and many things that have been fed into your mind. And we came to conclude that you have to take an action so as to have a better financial thermostat. With a better financial thermostat, it is going to determine a better future in which you're going to be a master of wealth, in which you're going to be the master of money, not only used by money, but you're going to be a person of integrity. So, my name is TJ. Thank you very much.